Hello everyone, I'm Bra Mithra. I'm joined today by the lead developer for the sim on Kingdom Death Monster.
Nice to see you again.
Yes, nice to see you. We talked last year. This year I'm much more prepared, so I let you down last year. But this has been a big year for the sim.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, we've got lots of more Indomitable. We got more different types of automation. We got Retch for Gorm. That was neat compared from the last year when I was here. So there's lots of cool stuff to talk about. I know last year you mentioned you're going to keep doing it, the automation, so that's cool. We got more weapon swapping. We got Echoes released, up to 3 now.
Yes, up to 3.
Very cool stuff. We got Frog Dog and Black Knight. So cool stuff. So is anything you want to talk about that's coming up expansion-wise?
Sure. Already in the simulator we have Red Witches and Pariah.
Cool.
It's full ready to be played. The only reason we haven't released it yet is because we first need the actual product to hit the shelves before the simulator gets it. You know, board game goes first, then the simulator carries around. In terms of other expansions, I can't think of anything else other than the Gam Chest, which is very, very close to release. Well, the majority of the box is there. We just need to work on the mechanics of the Gam Chest a little more. There is stuff that the normal playthrough doesn't use, but the Gam Chest requires, like the ability to draw a card from underneath your deck without looking at the back of the deck. So there's like a lot of UX things that we need to do similar to this, but many. So it's going to take a little bit more before we have it ready.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you're thinking about things like that.
We have to.
Yeah, because I thought maybe it would just be like a card that went over the top of the deck, but that's so awesome that it would be automated like that.
Also, like another person in the company mentioned that we have this die that you have to scratch the edge of the 4 to become 1.
Yes.
Yeah. And this requires some extensive implementation in the simulator.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah.
And then with the rest of the wave and stuff, like Wanderers that come out this wave, are they going to go to the sim or are they wait for Game Chest?
Everything is going to go to
the sim. That's really cool because I know they're heavily on knowledge and stuff, but they can be used without them. So that's very cool.
So we have this. We have had to deal with this in the past with other expansions. Many of them also had some stuff for the Gam Chest. For now, we are omitting that stuff, and when the Gam Chest arrives, then we go back to everything and we add all the things that the Gam Chest needs.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
That's really great because I always mention sim for people because there was a time where core was sold out, so I'd always push sim, and it's so cool that even without Gam Chest, they'll still be able to get new stuff. So that's very cool without waiting for it. Very cool.
We try our best to allow as many people as possible to play as much of the game as possible. Yeah,
and you've been getting closer to keeping up with the releases because Ruby came out almost like I think it was literally the month after on Sim when she went physical. So is that going to continue?
We're trying our best to keep up to speed. Of course, like there's not just expansions. There's many other types of product that we have to add to the Sim. Like even colored dice. One of our fans just mentioned the other day. Which we haven't had the time to add yet, but we want to add everything. So in terms of the everything factor, we're way behind. But expansion-wise, we're trying to be on par with that.
Yeah. Oh, colored dice would be very cool.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, colored dice would be very cool. So what kind of automation are you thinking about when you say automation, you want to do more of it?
Well, I think we covered it last year.
You mentioned automated attacking, which we've seen the beta, and then even drawing monster cards and stuff.
Right. So the general idea is to have the entire game play out as a turn-based RPG. And currently, in our progress towards automating that, we managed to finish an entire fight with a white lion.
Oh, cool.
Where the white lion was just playing on its own, and you were only asked to choose what to attack with and when and what the target is. But there are many things still missing. Like for instance, we just started working on the gear cards. And when I say gear cards, I don't really mean the stats. The stats work. The attack uses those stats. I'm talking more about the abilities that they unlock, like special actions that you can undertake if you have some criteria met when you're equipping your gear on the gear grid. Those need to be implemented and those take time, so we just started doing that. So just because I can finish a fight with a white lion, I can't really say that we have finished our automation because we need everything in.
Yeah, but that's still a big step to say. Still a big step.
So there's still a big. We still have a long road, a long way to go in towards doing that.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Now with the core game itself, with all the updates and everything that they get via white boxes and stuff, I know there's always been like the dividers and everything they keep added for like, will automation pull everything out of the box too? I know it already does now kind of, but it doesn't pull like your grids and stuff sometimes. So when you do because it pulls off the cloud.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So full automation is going to do all that too, set up everything.
Yes, everything set up.
That'll be so cool.
And also, like the intent is to flow the automation into the other sections of the game. Like then we go to the settlement phase, and this is also fully automated. And you saw this year a segment of that, which is the crafting table.
Yep.
So the crafting automation is just like the attack beta, the crafting beta of what it's gonna look like when when we go into fully automating the settlement phase. So all of this is going to play out like a turn-based RPG.
Oh, that'll be so cool.
Yeah. So definitely then you will be able to. You won't have to go into the box and reach for stuff. Like it's all gonna be arrayed for you.
Oh, that'll be so cool. Not that physical's bad, but
no. And actually, like I had a discussion today with one of our fans, and they said that maybe they want to play the game a little differently. Maybe they want to add one or two homebrew rules into that.
Yeah.
And if we add the full automation thing, then they won't be able to play with their own homebrew rules.
Yeah.
So the simulated way of playing the game is always going to be required. It's always going to be the heart of the game. Everything else is just, an additional help, but not the way that it was intended to be played. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Now, is there anything else you want to talk about? Otherwise, I've gathered some community questions for you.
Oh, okay. Let's hear. What do they have to ask?
So, in many ways, the sim mimics the physical game, as we were just talking about. For instance, limited tokens and things.
Right.
Gears are limited to 3. But normally people just proxy them or whatever. So, might the dwelling evolve in the future to detach itself from these physical limitations?
Okay, yeah. So I get it, and it has been a physical pain point for me as well when playing the physical board game. I mean, it has been a pain point not having like enough gear cards to portray all of my gear on all of my characters.
Yeah.
And yes, the simulator can definitely do that. So far, we were trying to emulate the board game on a one-to-one scale, but already we broke that rule. I think it was in the Black Knight expansion. We added the ability to have infinite tokens of some sort. I don't remember exactly which token it was, but it was necessary. So when we deem necessary, we add the ability to have, more assets than normally available in the board game.
Yes.
And I think we can still continue that line of thought, but it has to be on a case-by-case basis.
Yeah.
We can't just make everything unlimited.
I do remember the example that was given with this question now.
Right.
The example was, if you already have a bleed token on the table, maybe you could just click get bleed rather than go back to the box. And
that would be very nice to have. Yes.
That was the example given.
I think if we can collect all of this feedback, we already do that on Discord, but collecting the feedback and just going through it and see what we can implement, like we have done that and we need to be doing it more. And this is an excellent idea, for example, that we could definitely do. Yes.
Yes, because that'd be great. Oh, that'd be so awesome. Next question I have is, the simulator is currently 2 floors.
Yes.
The art of the simulator shows the house with 3 floors.
Okay.
Is there any indication that there might be an attic that's secretly up there with a lot of cool stuff hidden?
See, at this point, I want to say that you're thinking about this in a very Euclidean way. The dwelling is a living thing. It's not just a house. And once the doors start opening, because I know that this has been teased a lot in the past, but once the doors start opening, you will see that the house is not what you expect it to be. Like it can increase in ways that you didn't expect, in size and in depth. So I don't want to say more about that because that's like it's a spoiler.
Yeah.
But you can expect many floors, not just an attic. You will
That's
have to
very
just wait
interesting.
and see. Yeah.
All right. So talking about the stuff that's in the room and inside the house, there's all kinds of like paintings and things, but there's a record player in there.
Okay.
Currently there's one record to play.
Right.
Has there ever been any like desire to expand to more songs, more records?
Well, yeah, of course. The whole reason why we have the record player and that one record was to be the beginning of something like that. So the idea from the beginning was for Adam to be able to sell more records from the store that you can play and put your own music in them. But we never really got around to doing that because, we have to first focus on the more like important stuff because before we go to I think this is more like a decorative feature. Yeah. But this is definitely one of the things that we do want to be doing, yeah.
Oh, yeah, or not maybe just like ambiance even, not just music.
Yeah. So yeah, for sure.
Next I have, is there going to be any attempt at allowing custom content into the sim? I know you just touched on homebrew and allowing, which is great. When you're free from automation, that means you're also free to adjust the game how you like.
Right, yeah. So it depends on how you define custom content. We want players to be able to express themselves, but in a way that is also not portraying the game in an unfavorable way. So, for instance, one of the things that I think has been talked about is the ability to paint miniatures.
Yes.
This will allow people to have like their own expression in their miniatures and be able to, play with whatever paint jobs they want to create.
Yes.
So this is just one of the ways that we want to allow players to be creative with the simulator, but definitely not in the sense of modding, where you can add just whatever content in it and create whatever you want. Like we want to limit this somehow into respecting the vision that we have for the game.
Sure, it would be very hard too because most of the server side is where everything's not exactly stored, but everything, the automation stuff runs server side from the Stone Cloud and stuff. So you'd have to allow access. So that's
Yeah, for sure.
But that's still cool. Miniature painting. I'm sure that might come up. Are there plans of including a method to check the living glossary while within the dwelling? This mostly comes up for like rules clarifications or new, in the glossary you have to flip back to the book. So mostly just for defined terms, because I know the automation will already pull abilities and stuff like that for you. When you hover over them, it will show you.
Right.
So
I think this is not about the automations. I think this is a general feature, like because also people who play this in a simulation way want to be able to access the living glossary. So maybe we really didn't consider this yet up until now. I mean, but yeah, maybe we can add some sort of like easy access from within the simulator to be able to reference all of this data. We'll just have to see how we're going to be doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely, it's something that we could be doing.
Yeah, that'd be very cool. There's lots of keywords.
yeah, for sure.
Next question I have: are we going to see the portraying of any pinup or resin model, resin models into the sim? Because we've got a lot of the white box ones. We've seen Indomitables crossover. We've seen Echoes crossover now. But has there been pinups or anything?
Yeah, for sure. I think pinups are also in line. As we mentioned dice before, so obviously we want to be doing everything that board game has into a simulator asset. It's just that we're going through importance. So first we had to do the expansions because they are more important, then white boxes, and then pinups.
Yeah.
It's a matter of selecting to prioritize what's more important.
Yeah.
But definitely yes.
Well, who's to say those aren't the most important?
I apologize to all of the pinups enthusiasts.
Are there any hidden secrets within the dwelling that the community has not discovered?
Has not discovered? Like what?
I don't know. I haven't discovered it. I don't know.
So we all are constantly working on the simulator, developing things that the community cannot see. So I think sometimes things slip through the cracks, and people are able to see a little preview of things.
Oh.
Definitely, at this point, I don't think there are any secrets that we want the community to find, and they haven't found them yet. They have found pretty much everything. What little things they found were unintended. like the things that they probably still are wondering why they were able to access some doors that they shouldn't be able to access. That was unintended. And quickly patched up. Like if you see that you can do something and then the next patch you cannot, that was our mistake.
Yes. Oh, speaking of which, I noticed the Resident Evil heartbeat was removed from the door when you open it. It doesn't do that anymore.
It doesn't?
No, maybe that was a new bug, or I don't know.
It's probably a glitch. We'll have to sort it out. Yeah.
Because that reference is gold. It needs to stay.
Oh yeah, I know.
How distinct are the digital versus physical players? Like, I don't know if you track that, if you know how much crossover there actually is, but are most who own master keys, they also own everything? Again, it's like the data, we don't know, but I don't know if that's something that informs what you release when.
Right, so we are very conservative when it comes to tracking data in general. We don't like to invade other people's privacy unless it's absolutely necessary for the development of our product. So that is not something that we track, like how many people, like of course we can look up our catalog of sales and see manually for each individual case what they do, but there is no aggregation of data in order to automatically pull this statistic out. For personal experience, because I know many people personally who have master keys, they usually tend to have almost everything the board game also offers. But other than that, I really don't know. It's anyone's guess.
Yeah, I just didn't know if it informed like what ones you want to put out, because you figure everyone would want the newer stuff since that's what they're playing with.
Oh, I see.
Like
no, we don't track it like that.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, look at this. How far off is painting miniatures?
Okay. So right now, I want to mention we are focused on 3 major features. One is miniature painting, the other is the Gam Chest, and the third one is automations. And we are progressing all 3 in an equal rate. In development, we can now paint miniatures normally, and we can apply them on the play session, and we can see them. Of course, there is a matter of the UX, and we want to also offer the experience of painting, not just open up a paint program and just click and paint. We want to feel like you're painting the actual miniature. So this will take more time to get it just right without making it interfere with the actual painting of the miniature. So definitely it works, tested, but it needs to be more presentable before we can offer it to the community.
Oh, cool! It does. Oh, wow! I didn't know you was that far along already.
Oh, yeah, and also I have a little side note here. One of the features that we introduced in the simulator the past year, recently also to this interview, was the social networking feature, where you can add friends.
Yes.
And of course, much of it was on your request for moderation.
Yeah.
So yeah, the ability to have a friend list is very important, because we are adding a mailing feature right now through which you can mail things to your friends from that mailing list.
Oh, cool.
And one of the things that you can mail, for example, is the Polaroid pictures that you can take.
Oh, great.
So basically you take a save file of your game, and then you can send it to someone else so that they can play your save file on their dwelling.
That'd be amazing.
I took the initiative to also allow campaigns to be mailed so that they can get your entire campaign from the Stone Cloud into their own dwelling, and you can continue on their house. And then the third thing that I did was I took the initiative to also be able to mail paint jobs. So not only can you see your paint jobs, you can share them with your friends as well.
Awesome.
So we're integrating all of that. Like we're trying to create like a community experience when you're playing the simulator. It's not just you and the board game, it's you and the board game and the other dwellers, and you have to consider that now.
Yeah. Have you ever, just on topic, have you ever considered public lobbies?
Sure, we could. I mean, we haven't discussed it in the company, but that's a great idea now that we're moving into a more social aspect of the game. Yes.
Yeah, that'd be very cool. Because I know everything's mostly server side for when you do. And have you ever considered like the ability to have an offline backup for a table?
I mean, for development purposes, we already can do that. It opens up some security issues.
Yes, because then it has to send back to the server.
And also like how do we deal with microtransactions and how do we validate that? It's not that these things do not have like solutions. is that we are lacking the manpower right now to focus
Yep.
on everything at the same time. And as I said, the 3 things that we are focused on right now are huge.
Yep.
So yeah, maybe in the future, but right now there is no plan for that.
Oh, public lobbies would be sick.
Yeah,
That'd be so good.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Then finally, this one's going to be like a broader question, probably harder to answer.
Right.
But with patch notes and stuff.
Right.
Has the idea ever been thrown out of having a possible roadmap?
Right. So yes, Adam wants to do that. He wants to be more vocal about our plans for the simulator. We are moving towards a place where we will have a regular update on our roadmap for the simulator. We just haven't started publicly about that yet.
Yeah.
But yes, for sure we will have that. For now, we just have the changelogs, and I know that people in Discord have mentioned that sometimes our changelogs are very slim. They don't contain too much.
Yeah.
This is not because like we are releasing stuff that we don't talk to you about. It's the fact that we're working on behind the closed doors on these rooms. They require work that you're not able to see. So we cannot tell you about that. So the changelog is very, very, very small.
And you nailed it. That's where the heart of the roadmap question came from.
Right.
Because then at least people would know.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like, Red Witch is on the roadmap next. We assume all of these patches are building towards it.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
So yes, you're 100% accurate.
Yeah.
That is exactly where that came from.
Cool.
That's it from me.
Yeah.
Unless you want to talk about anything super secret that might blow our minds.
Oh. Okay, so I've been hearing this thing that happens to a poor little miniature. So I hear that Alistair's head is exploding when he's losing his mind, to speak. So the thing about that, the showdown automations that we're working on, one of those 3 features, contain not just the way to play this in an automated way, but they contain like special effects. Like when you're doing stuff, we want it to just, blow up, so to speak. So the head explosion from Alistair is what happens when you roll 1 or 2 on the severe injury for the head.
Oh, wow.
So this is supposed to happen when you're doing showdown automations. We kind of slipped there, and it now is also visible on Alistair, and we're gonna clean it up. I wasn't aware until very recently, so I didn't have time to patch it up. But yeah, we'll save poor Alistair from losing his mind.
Hey, it's a great tease for showdown automation. I will say that's really cool. All right, well, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it. You guys are you really are doing very well for like the massiveness that is Kingdom Death and the ways in which it branches. Pinups, white boxes, big boxes, expansions, 40-pound gambler chests.
I know.
It's a lot to tackle, and you're doing great. And pretty quickly, I will say, how fast everything's coming out now. With Ruby, that was impressive to see it so fast. So
thank you so much for your.
Yeah, no, thank you. I love the sim. I play it every week, so thank you very much. It's very cool. I'm glad to have it, even along with my physical stuff.
Yeah.
So, thank you very much for all your time.
My pleasure, man.
Bye, everyone.